Hello and welcome to our latest pre-season video here on Newysports. It has been a few weeks since the last one, but tonight we're here at the Gardens to talk to Wallsend FC, some of the coaches and some of the players. So hopefully you'll enjoy it, and here we go. Alright, I'm here with Wallsend assistant coach Wayne Edwards. First of all, mate, how are things tracking in pre-season?
We're going well so far. We picked up a few players along the way, so it's a long pre-season, so you don't want to judge it too early, but I think we're doing alright so far.
Yeah. What was the feeling when Ben was confirmed as head coach, and obviously I guess you were proud to see him achieve that? It's
a big thing for the club to sort of take him on as well, you know, because he's a bit younger than a lot of the coaches. So
yeah.
I was a bit filthy at one stage because I was going to retire, but obviously I'll stick around for a bit longer. But no, there was a lot of pride there because he's worked pretty hard at it and he's been around football a long time.
Yeah.
Some of the boys he's coached and he actually went to school with, so they've come to play with him as well. So
yeah, that
probably held him in good stead as well. But no, obviously we're proud of him. I think he'll do quite well. And again, you've just got to work with what you've got and see how you go.
Yeah. I guess a bit of a change for you this year now after coaching the 17s last year. Now you're dealing more with the senior squad. How have you enjoyed that so far?
Oh, it's been good. It's been good. It's obviously 17s last year. I wasn't actually going to be the coach. I was only going to be the manager, but a couple of people left at the season launch. So Ben got shuffled up to 23s. And I got handed a bit of play to see now the 17s coach. So,
yeah.
Which was fine. I quite enjoyed it. A good bunch of boys and probably underachieved a bit, but at that level it's a bit harder because you lose players and it's a story at every club, so you want to see them do well. But I was mixed in with the first grade boys anyway, so I always used to go in the sheds. I like to listen to what the coaches say, think about what I would have said, what I said at the same. And you don't always say the same, but that's football. But
yeah.
So they're a good bunch of boys here. That's probably what made me want to stay as well. If you look from, say, Kyle down, they're all good blokes, the new blokes we brought in. And you can have a bit more banter with the older boys. You've got to be a bit careful, the younger ones, what you sort of say in the sheds and how you go about it. Whereas first grade, it's a little bit more open and slow, which suits me fine.
The attachment you have with the club, obviously Wallsend, sort of the club is more like one big family, I guess.
Yeah, but obviously with Ben coaching, well, we've got 2 grandchildren, so they'll come to the game, so it's a good chance to spend time with them. So my wife and my daughter come. Yeah, that helps as well, because if your family's not happy, it's very hard to be a successful coach.
Yeah.
Because it does take a lot of time. You're looking at from, we've started in, I don't know, it feels like we've been here forever, so it just keeps going. But if they're not on board with it, it's very hard for any coach, doesn't matter whether it's here or anywhere. So it is a big family. Chris brought us in last year, obviously, and he's moved on, and we wish him well. Ty Cousins went with him, and I think you rate Ty highly, and so do I. I think he's a nice young bloke. I really hope he does well, and he'll be one to watch in the future. Chris also told me that he had a bit of a dream, a bit like Jarrod Hayne. He wanted to be involved in the All Blacks, but he was too little, so he's now going to follow his dream to ride a winner in the Melbourne Cup. He told me he'll have to lose 35 kilos, but he'll have to move on.
You've obviously brought in some names that I guess aren't familiar to a lot of people around UFM servers. A few guys that come up from Zone League. You're obviously putting a little bit of hope that they will succeed for this club.
Oh, definitely. I think if you can play football, obviously at different levels, they're a lot harder, and that's fine. And everybody we brought in has been training, so that's the big thing. If they don't train, they're not going to improve.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are. I personally think we'll score plenty of goals.
Yeah.
We've got a very good top 3, top 4, and even with Trent, who stayed from last year. I personally believe, and I know it's a big call, it's early, I reckon we will supply the golden boot for Newysports this season. That's our confidence.
Yeah. It's good to see so many young players featuring, obviously through the 23s into first grade, and I guess they're pushing their way and pushing for spots.
Oh, definitely. It's hard at this level because, if you're not playing a high level by a certain age, everyone probably thinks, it's done for you. But it's not, because you've got these levels where you can come through.
Yeah.
The 23s last year was a good example. All those boys could have played 19s, which made it hard for Craig then, because they would have won 19s probably comfortably. But it's not about that. It's not about 23s either. It's about first grade.
Yeah.
So you want them to do well. So the likes of Jackson Manning, Darcy, all those young boys that came through. There's a good crop of 19s here as well. And I think, you know, all in all, you'll see those boys slide through, and that's what senior football is about. If you don't do that, you're going to struggle. I think the biggest struggle for this club is they've got to get together with juniors. I did watch a couple of interviews, and it's interesting to see how other clubs are going. I heard Cardiff South say the same thing, and I've had a bit to do with South. I watch a few of their games, and obviously I live around the Cardiff area, so I do go to watch them. But I think it's important that you have that link up with the juniors, because otherwise if you're too separate, to me it's too hard. So I want to try and get that bond back together. My grandson's playing juniors at Wallsend this year, so we'll be down there amongst it, and let's get them in ball boying if they need to run a clinic or whatever, but we need to do that, otherwise it's too hard.
This club's obviously got a long, proud history. I guess you're sort of proud yourself to be able to add a new chapter to it.
Oh, definitely. When you look over in the dressing sheds, and I'm sure you've been in there, if you look at the plaque, a club that's been around 130 odd years, there's a lot of history there, and it's quite interesting to look at some of the trophies and look at some of the stuff they've won, and a bit of it's before my time as well, but you should be mindful of that, and you should remember that, like when they have Old Boys Day and everybody comes in, that's a great day, that's what football's about. Football to me is match day. Training, some days I probably don't feel like it, especially when it's cold because I'm getting a bit old, but once you get there, you enjoy it. Match day is a great day, and when you have days like Old Boys Day and you see the history on the wall, how can you not enjoy it? People like Dan Byde around, the work he does and has done, will continue to do, you got to chip in.
You're expecting to have some stressful and emotional moments on the sideline. I guess coaching, even assistant coaching, is a ride of emotions.
I think so. I'm sort of trying to be the older head, so I'll probably try and calm everybody else down if I can. I do sometimes wear my heart on my sleeve, as all coaches do from time to time, and you don't always get it right, but I think it's important that you stay calm, because if the players can see everybody else that's going on. I did have a little last year, first game here, I don't know if you were here.
I think that was the first time I ever saw you coach.
Ben got sent off because I cracked a joke and he laughed, and the referee thought he was laughing. He was a long funny story, but it really was a bit blown out of proportion. So apparently I've got a couple of one-liners down as well. But I enjoyed on the bench, because the bench with the other coaches as well, you should be able to shake hands after it. Because the other team's better than you, so it's not the end of the world. And if someone come up the next day and we move on, It's hard work at this level, because to me you've got two groups. I think you've got your haves and your have-nots, and I don't mean that nasty to anybody. I'm not sure where we fit, because according to Cooks Hill, they're only paying $75 a week. We pay $74.90, so we might be one of the haves.
Wallsend's probably not expected to challenge the top clubs, looking, I guess, the other clubs aren't really rating Wallsend as a chance to compete for the top four even, so I guess you're riding that underdog tag and happy to be doing it.
We sort of slid under the radar, but we haven't done too much social media stuff obviously today, but it's important that you do today. But I think, we're happy for people to underestimate us. I mean, we want to make here a bit of a fortress, so my theory is if we can win all our home games, or at least 9 of them, and then draw a few and then win a couple away, you're going to make the semi-finals. I had a look at last year, the Golden Boot winner scored 20. I still think a couple of our boys, as I said earlier, will score 20. 50 goals you probably need to make the semis. Obviously you don't want to let in 350, so that's important, but no, I think the other teams may get a bit of a surprise when they play us, and that's good. We sort of slid along through pre-season. We haven't played any of the big names yet, we've just gone along quietly about our business, and that's the way Ben wanted it, so that's a good way to do it. Like I said, I saw your interview with Bell Swans, and I thought they, as a club, do it quite well. They've got a good community out there, and you need football to be doing all that there as well. So, good luck to everybody. I think that's what it's all about.
Is there a long-term target here, or a goal in place for you and Ben?
You want to achieve, so if you can, you want to leave the place better than you found it. And I think if you can do that, it doesn't matter how old Ben is or how old I am, I want to walk away with my head high. So everywhere I've coached, every player will come up to me and shake my hand and want to have a beer with me afterwards, and that's gone on for years, and that's the way it should be. Because otherwise, you don't want people just, he's a coach, and just walk away from you. And to me, I love them to come up to me and say, how you doing? So if we can leave the club a bit better than we found it, which is going to be hard because there's some good clubs at this level, so we don't sort of have the money of some of the other clubs, and that's hard work as well. But every player that's here at the minute wants to be here,
Yeah.
and sometimes they're the ones that might surprise you.
Obviously, you already spoke about the culture here. It's a tight-knit group, and you do have a bit of a no idiots policy, I believe, here at Wallsend,
Yeah.
of players that have come here in past years, and Dan Byte and co don't. They don't want the club name to be dragged through the mud. So only the players that want to be here, the players that want to succeed here, are the players that are here.
Yeah, my word, and that's important as well. We need to be respectful of the history, because it comes back to that. So if me and Ben are carrying on, you get a bad name to referees, flows on to the players, and that's that no idiot thing. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Our season launch to me was really good. Like, everybody turned up. The first grade 23 boys were up. The place was packed, and they all had a great time. We stayed back in the mess bar, probably drank a little bit too much, but that's what you want to do. You build up morale. We're going to have a bit of a bonding session before the season starts. It's important because you've got young blokes coming in, but the boys that have come in from other places that can play have all fitted in really well. So, if they play 23s, they play 23s. You can only pick 11.
Yeah. Round one, obviously, got Toronto. I guess it's sort of a mystery what you might face out there.
They're probably a bit like us, that everyone's sort of written them off as well. So sometimes you've got to be weary, and they're at home, so I'm assuming they'll want to win first. We've got Cardiff South round 2 here. So one of the mechanics that work place for Toronto, Josh Benacquista, so if they do this, we might have to sack him, but we'll worry about that a bit later on. But I've got a bit of a soft spot for them, so I really hope they do well. To me, last year, I thought they underachieved, and when I watched your thing, they had quite a few players went away, so that probably explained why they finished where they did. Because we played them twice, and I thought they were well coached, well drilled, and they played better than we did both times. And how we ended up with the Gallagher Shield, I think the way the points worked out. But I'm sure they want to fix that up, and so do we. So it's important, but football can change around at the drop of a hat. Injuries, suspensions, who knows?
Yeah. Final question. I doubt you'll really have a solid answer for this, but where do you think Wallsend will finish this year, or what the aim is this year?
Well, anywhere above 7, so that way you can be wrong, would be a good start. But I would like us to finish in the top half.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Everyone will say they want to win. Of course we want to win. But you've got to be realistic. But again, if you can win all your home games, make a fortress here, who knows? Anything can happen. So semi-finals would be great. But if you can finish in the top half, improve on last season, players want to be here, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. All right. That's all right, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm here with Sam Bradshaw, one of the new signings here at Wallsend FC. What brought you to this club?
The coach, mainly. Young bloke coming through. I've known him for a few years. Played with him, went to school with him. So so I know he's done his training course and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what he's learned.
Yeah. The coach told me he played for Garden Suburb.
Yeah.
So far, have you felt the move to New FM? Has it been sort of different training or different intensity, or?
No, intensity-wise, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit higher. Quality-wise, there's some decent players getting around in the zone leagues. So it's I think across the board, lower levels is where the quality comes up.
Yeah. So far, how's it been working with the Edwards and Wayne?
Yeah, good. Been a bit of trouble in too. Haven't known him for a few years.
Yeah.
But no, they're good. Ben knows his stuff. Coming through, just got plenty to learn as well. But Wayne just sits there and makes people run.
Yeah. As all assistant coaches should do.
Good assistant coaches.
Is there a different mindset here this year compared to, say, Zone Premier or Zone League 1? I guess you're looking at this as more of a challenge?
I think so, yeah. Going through, challenge-wise, you want to push on.
Yeah.
You want clubs, just get better.
Yeah.
That's what you're going for.
Is it good to have a lot of young players pushing for spots? I guess you sort of have to watch your back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously it's a club that promotes its youth.
Yeah, well that's it. There's some good young players getting around. So there is plenty of competition. Getting a bit older as you do.
Yeah.
But, it's good to see.
How have you found the camaraderie of the club so far?
Yeah, really good.
Wayne said that he's got together for a bit of a drink the other night.
Yeah.
Maybe he drank too much, but
Yeah, I did. I know that. No, it's really good. Like, just everyone. It's a lot of blokes in the first grade setup at the same age, get along real well, and the younger guys coming through.
yeah.
They fit just in.
Obviously, you've got new players that are, I guess, eyeing off a chance to play against some new opposition, like yourself and Ty come from Zone League and a couple other signings. What are you expecting from the opposition teams in the UFM League?
I'm not too sure entirely. Coming through it, I'll see. I suppose take it as it comes, really.
Yeah.
I've watched a bit from your own footage and stuff, and does seem some decent football getting around. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Have you set any target yet for this year, or?
Have we? Not talk too much about the target.
Yeah.
We want
Wayne said top half of the table.
top half's good.
Yeah.
You always never know what can happen. One win rolls into another, and yeah, just wait and see.
Yeah. Wayne did say he's want to turn this place into a fortress. Do the players probably agree with that? You've got to try and win every home game.
Absolutely, I think that goes for every club. You don't want to lose at home.
Yeah. I've got to say the pitch doesn't look exactly inviting at the moment, so you might get an odd bounce or two.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I don't think it'll be ideal in a month's time. It might be. I don't know. I don't know much about grass, so see how we go.
Alright, best of luck for the season, mate.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next interview here at Wallsend is another new signing, Ty Goldsmith. First of all, mate, how's things going in pre-season?
Yeah, no, good. We've had a couple of trial matches and they've all been going pretty well. So, yeah, at the moment it's a good start.
Yeah.
All positive stuff.
What brought you to Wallsend this season?
I had a trial with them. They asked me to come out and have a kick, and it was pretty much the way the coach got along with all the boys, and
Yeah.
it was just a good vibe. Like everyone, got along, and the coach was treated like a friend. So
Yeah.
I was good.
You obviously scored bucket loads of goals in the last couple of years with RG. I guess do you see this as a bigger challenge? I guess you sort of have to.
Yeah, of course it's going to be a bigger challenge. I'm getting a little bit older now. I'm 29, so thought, give myself one more test before I get a little bit too old and hang up the boots.
Yeah. You're probably still got another 10 years in you, mate.
Yeah, easy 10 years.
What's different about Benny as a coach?
There's a lot different about Benny. Like he does things a lot different to what I've had in the past. Like,
Yep.
I guess he doesn't flog you at training. That's a positive. Like it makes you want to go to training for a start.
Yeah.
You're going to go there and have a game, and he runs through his exercises, and it's just not just a flog sesh. So that's probably a massive positive with Wallsend.
Yeah. I guess with his age, he sort of fits in as just another one of the guys.
So that's it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Same with his dad. Like their relationship's really good too. So
Yeah.
Wayne's a bit of a character. So
Yeah.
keeps me laugh.
As we just saw before. What's the difference? The main differences, I guess, between a Zone League club and here in terms of setup and you spoke about training.
Well, everything's done for you, like behind the scenes. Like if you're at a Zone League club, you pretty much do a lot yourselves.
Yeah.
In that manner, where you come to this club and it's a bit more professional. A lot is done behind the scenes that no one sees, and
Yeah.
which is a massive help. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So
You like the purple kits? Have you seen?
yeah, no, they look good. I think we'll go alright in purple.
The new Puma strips delivered here to Wallsend tonight. Obviously, the club have recruited a few names from Zone League, yourself, and you just spoke to Sam. And, I guess maybe you're possibly flying under the radar.
I hope we're flying under the radar. I don't mind that. Don't mind that, but I think we're going to be pretty competitive this year. Yeah.
How have things gone in the pre-season games? Obviously, there's been improvement in working on combinations and partnerships in the team and sort of getting to know each other.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that we've had our full strength team yet, so we've had a lot of young players too coming up from the 23s, and they go alright, and I think we've got a lot of depth this year, so it'll be good.
What are you expecting from around the league when it comes to strikers?
What do you mean by that?
Like, you know, other top goal scorers, and Wayno did say that he'd put Wallsend down for the Golden Boot this year.
Yeah, no, I think we've got a good chance. Like Sam, I backed Sammy to get a few this year, so, and hopefully I'll get a few. So
Yeah. Are you going to
See
aim
what
for 40 again, or?
if I halve that, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Nobody's, I guess, really expecting you guys to do much. I guess you said you were happy to ride the underdog tag, and I guess everyone would agree with that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to ride the underdog tag. Don't have it on our back, so it'll be good.
Yeah. You're looking to really make this place a fortress. Both Wayne and Sam agreed that Wallsend needs to be a fortress, and you want to win every home game.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's probably one of the best places to watch. So it'll bring all the locals down and watch every home game. It'll be good.
Yeah. Hopefully the field will be a little bit better by the time round two rolls around. But,
Yeah.
no, it's good to catch up, mate. And best of luck for the season. Thank you very much. I'm here with Jarrod Sansom, another new signing here for Wallsend FC, and there are a fair few of them. You yourself came from Charlestown, I believe.
Yes, yeah, I did. I had 5 years at Charlestown,
Yeah.
and 4 years in the NPL, and yeah, had some good times and made some good mates, and we versed in some of them this year, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, no, it didn't work out. Time to move on, and Ben gave me a ring, and yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah. How has it been working with Ben so far?
Yeah, it's been a good change. A bit more like relaxed, and he talks to me about what he wants from me, and yeah, like he's sort of given me a chance on the right wing, and he just seems to know the boys and know how to get the best out of us, and yeah, it's been good. A younger coach, so it's going good so far.
Yeah. I said that to Ty Goldsmith, I guess, with the coach being so young, it's just like he's another one of the team, I guess.
Yeah, well, I just saw a photo actually in the change room where he was actually teammates with some of the boys that he's coaching now. So yeah, he feels like one of the boys, but at the same time he knows when to put his foot down and tell us what we need to do, and yeah, it's great. So it's a good mix, I guess.
Yeah. How have you enjoyed the pre-season games so far? Obviously, I guess you haven't played any big teams, so so to speak, any NPL clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
But the team is improving as the season ticks by.
Yeah, well, the game against Ngara was good. We started a bit slow, but we sort of started knocking it around nice, and I think our finishing's really good. I guess we need to work on our defence. Losing LA early in pre-season was a big loss, and Kyle, to his what looks to be could be a season-ending injury, is a massive loss. So we've got a lot to work on. I actually missed the game against New Lambton. I was away. I heard it was really close. We lost in the dying second, which it's positive. I heard some positive things about that game, and yeah, good win against Cardiff City on the weekend. We knocked in a few goals again and put 5 or 6 on them. So yeah, like a few good trials, and hopefully when the Heritage Cup comes along, I've just heard about, sounds like a great thing. We'll get a chance to go to Edgeworth and Western and really probably test ourselves against some stronger clubs.
Yeah. What are you expecting from round one? Obviously, you've got Toronto, who's probably one of the least talked about clubs in the league, and I guess they're flying under the radar just like Wallsend with some of the players they've recruited.
Yeah, well, I'm completely new to New FM, so I really don't know too much about the comp.
Yeah.
But I have heard that Cooksville and Cahibra are very strong and are pushing for that promotion. And I have, of course, I've heard that Toronto and Wallsend, likes of those teams are, flying on the radar a bit. But I guess it'll be good. It'll be good first round hit. I know the coach, and I'm actually mates with a few of the boys in the side, so it should be a good hit out and a good test for us. And I like it'll be my first taste of New FM, so it'll be good to see how it goes. And I think I am a bit nervous for some of the games later on in the season. Definitely be a big test, especially with some of the holes we've got in our defence at the moment. But yeah, we've got time to work on it and hopefully improve for those bigger games.
Yeah. I believe you've got South Cardiff here for the first home game in round 2.
Yeah.
Which is the Gallagher Shield, so I guess there's extra intent there to keep that trophy here at the club.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just looking at the field out there. Like, what is it, 5 or 6 weeks away until the start of the season. It's a big task to get that ready by the looks of it.
Yeah, we might need to actually go film the field soon just to show you exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I saw that you said that South Cardiff are looking very strong in terms of their recruits and their defence and even their attack. I guess all round they're looking to be one of the favourites.
Yeah.
So again, massive test. I played with Ben Calling for a long time, 5 years, 3 years at Cooks Hill, won 2 grand finals with him. So it'll be interesting to line up against him again. But yeah, South Cardiff. Yeah, again, I haven't versed them since 2015 in the NPL. So it'll be good to verse the Gunners again. And yeah, again, big test. So I guess they're all big tests. I guess we are probably underdogs in the competition, but I guess there's good things with that. No expectations, so we'll just fight hard and see what we can muster.
Yeah, fair enough, mate.
Yeah.
Best of luck for the season.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah,
Catch
cheers.
up soon.
Here we are at the picturesque gardens facility, home of Wallsend.
We just had to put this in somewhere. It's not looking great. I don't think it's the club's fault either. The Greyhound track, it looks like this place has been abandoned for a few months, but we'll see how they go in 5 weeks' time when they're hosting South Cardiff. But there you go, that's the state of the gardens. I'm here with Matty Williams from Wallsend FC. First of all, Matt, how's pre-season going so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We've recruited well and it's looking good.
Yeah. I guess what's the main differences so far between Chris and Ben as coaches?
Chris's heart is at Wallsend, so it's very and
You might need to close the door.
Ben's good. I was a bit skeptical at first. So I thought, maybe he's very young and it's hard to have one of your peers as a, I don't want to say authority, but that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But he's been really good. I can't fault it.
I guess you sort of had a similar situation with a young, unproven coach at Cooks Hill, Blake Lenny. It's hopefully not going the same way here, but we'll see how Benny goes.
Yeah, I often joke about a coup, and I don't think it's well received, but oh well.
How's the team sort of culture-wise at the moment? I guess you've sort of got together for a few pre-season games, and obviously you seem like a pretty a bunch of guys that like to have fun, and there's good camaraderie here.
Definitely, I love being here. I think I hated Wallsend before I came here. Trent Milton hated him so much, and now we're all just good mates, and I think it's why I'm here still. It's more like a family, and it can be dysfunctional, but you appreciate everyone for who they are, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it anyway.
Yeah. You haven't really played any established NPL clubs or anything during pre-season. Definitely none of your Magics or anything like that, but been battling against some zone league clubs, some Central Coast clubs, but now you've got the Heritage Cup coming up, which is a fair step up.
Yeah, it should be. I just only found out now that there's 2 more teams in it. They're now over 100 years old. I didn't know that the team was 50 years old, let alone 100. But it would be good to get a good test, and we have been a lot of zone league teams, but they're hard to play against. Everyone can beat you on the day. So.
Yeah, I guess you've got to prepare for all sorts of different tactics and different styles in UFM football.
Exactly, and if you play an NPL club, you know what you're going to get. You know they're going to be fitter and faster and better than you, but with some of the zone league teams, there are, smarter, older, and that's where I think we need to be tested.
Yeah.
With a young squad. So.
I think it might have been Ty Goldsmith, or one of the players I talked to, that said defensively it might be tested this year, but attacking wise, you've probably got a lineup that can really do some damage this year.
I imagine that Ty said that with himself in mind, so I don't know if I should comment on that too much. But yeah, I know you're a fan of Ty and Jarrod, but they're really good. Ben Hamilton's the one you've got to watch, I think.
So they've got a few options.
Yeah.
Wayne Edwards did say that Golden Boot would be coming here. He didn't say who to though.
Okay. Just gonna do your job, I guess. See what happens.
You'd be looking forward to popping up and providing some assists?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I really enjoy now. I don't really care about scoring goals anymore, so done that for me.
Yeah. I just heard that Kyle might be a long-term injury worry for the club, but I guess that is sort of a concern looking forward.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you can't get injured and not be a big effect. It's don't really know what we're going to do. We've got Tommy Adams back, so hopefully he can stay fit and can fill that spot. But I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You're looking forward to the test against Toronto in round one. Obviously, sort of not much has been said about them, and I guess you don't really know who they're going to put out of the park, so it's a mystery what you might get in round one out there.
Yeah, I kind of like that though. I think keeping the cards close to your chest is, I like it. It's admirable, and you never know. You can't. It's hard to prepare for. You just got no idea. So
Yeah.
Should be good.
And then obviously round two here at the Gardens, if the field is ready for it. The Gallagher Shield against South Cardiff, you're looking to win that again this year, obviously.
Yeah, hopefully it means a lot to the club, and just knowing Chris for the short time I've known, we know how much it means to his family, and it makes it mean a lot more to us as well, so I really would like to get that still good.
Yeah. Mark's a couple of the others. Is there a goal here at Wallsend this year? Is it top four, top half?
I would be disappointed if we didn't finish in the top half. I'd be very disappointed. I'm hoping we make finals, but you can only do what just have to see what happens when the season starts. It's too hard in pre-season.
Fair enough. Best of luck, mate. Catch up soon. Our final interview here at Wallsend tonight is with the new head coach, Ben Edwards. First of all, mate, for those who don't know, a bit of your history in the game.
In the game, played at Wallsend, under 19s, went from there, a couple of injuries, and then played around at Cardiff, Garden Suburbs, the local leagues, and then got a itch for coaching at Garden Suburbs, and went from there, went to FC11, did a few things there, made a few contacts, and Chris Gallagher got me over here last year, started with the 17s, and before the season started, ended up with 23s, and by the end of it, got promoted to first grade, so
Not a bad start. How good was it last year to win the under-23s grand final that side? Obviously a lot of young players in there and looking to develop them even further this year.
That was very good, promoting there was 6 or so under 19s for the year. There's times they were playing with nearly an under 19 side and still going well, so it was a good feeling to know that the youth coming through at Wallsend was doing its job.
Yeah. What's the process, I guess, of eventually becoming the head coach? Like, was it, obviously a lot of pride in that to be picked over a few contenders from outside the club?
Oh, it certainly was. I was a bit surprised. We're sitting there discussing at training about certain people coming in here and there, then out of nowhere Danny just popped the question and said I do. So I was pretty happy with that.
You didn't get down one knee, did he?
Nah, haven't topped it off.
So far, what's been done differently this year compared to last?
Not too much, really. Just off the field, got a lot of new players in, promoted a lot of youth through, which we did last year's. Obviously been a bit of a clean out. It's been good. We haven't gone too far away with what Wallsend's about.
Yeah.
Just the pride in the jersey and getting good banter between the lads. So it's been good.
Yeah. Is there a challenge, I guess, of managing some of the more experienced heads, people that indeed are around your age, and I guess it's a challenge of being a young coach?
Yeah, no. You banter with them a bit more too. You go out and you see them out and have a bit more fun with you as well. So coming to train makes it easier. They do like play a few jokes around on you. Like you do, you laugh it off, and when it comes down to business, they switch on and they don't treat you any different.
Yeah.
That's good.
Is it good to sort of have your dad as I guess a backup for that experience, just sort of someone a cooler head on the bench and someone who's been around a bit longer to give you advice on the game?
Yeah, great mentor. Had him around for years. He coached me growing up through the juniors. He was coach at Garden Suburbs first grade when I was out there starting off doing third grade, and always good to bounce off, ring him up, talk about what's going on, what do you think about this, what do you think about that, and just good to bounce around ideas with, and he's always gives me an honest answer, and it's always good. He never lies to you as such, always tells you straight up what he thinks, and you just go with it and trust it, and generally comes out pretty good. So it's good to have him around.
Yeah. How are things travelling with the season now, probably 4 weeks away?
Yeah, pretty hectic. We've had trial games every other week. We've still got, including Heritage Cup, I think 7 before the season starts. So
Yeah.
it's pretty full on. We played on the weekend, we played Thursday night, we play on Sunday again. So it's very, very, very compact pre-season we've got this year.
Yeah. Would you say that you guys, I guess, are flying under the radar? Some of the players that you've brought in aren't exactly, South Card for bringing in guys like Dino Fajkovic and whatnot. And here you look for more zone league players that I guess can really be explosive in this comp and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, well, you look at the zone league, especially the division below us, the first grade, any of them first grades at the top there can knock off a new FM side.
Yeah.
Where they lack is through the youth and their reserves, and that's more the clubmen they get in. So, flying under the radar, it's just going about your business, just doing what I do. If people want to talk about it, they talk about it. If they don't, I don't really care.
Yeah. The club's changing policy, I guess, over the last few years has been to not try and spend any money, a lot of money on players. Obviously they won the title there, and then things have obviously changed since then, and it's more about restructuring and building youth and looking at the future.
It is. If you want to play football, I find if you're playing it for the money, you're kind of in it for the wrong reason, maybe. I find the players that come, you give them what you can, you don't have a lot and they still want to play, they like what you're doing, they like the club, that's always good. It means they're there for the right reasons. They want to play for Wallsend and such, so yeah.
Fair enough. The upcoming Heritage Cup tournament, I only just heard about it then, the players have been told it's actually going ahead, and it would be good to test yourselves against some of the big NBL clubs like Edgeworth.
It certainly will. I always look forward to the challenge of playing against the top clubs, even in our league, the leagues above. I'm looking forward to pushing the 23s and a few of the 19s in through there as well, and giving them the challenge and see how they handle it through as well. So when it comes to the season and you do have a few injuries, or when you are coming up against the likes of your Cooks Hills, your Kaidas and that they can handle that challenge and give you the good result in the field.
Yeah. The work that's being done behind the scenes here at Wallsend, obviously it doesn't really get too much attention, but guys like Dan Byatt and whatnot, obviously it's great to have their support.
Without Dan Byatt, or people like Dan Byatt in clubs, most football clubs wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
The amount of work he does off the field, after work, on his weekends in his spare time, coming down here, emailing, sending texts, ringing people, it's just unbelievable. So it's good to have people out at the club.
Yeah. Is there an intention here for Wallsend to be one day back in the top flight? And I guess back, they've obviously got a proud history here.
Get off the grass, it's going to grow it!
Very, very much so. We want to be back up there in the top, fighting for the top prize in Newcastle. It's pretty much every club you're going to talk to is going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, SAP comes in this year, work on it the next 2 years, push for it, hopefully get there. If not, we're building through the juniors. The junior base in Wallsend's getting stronger each year. My son's signed up this year, so it's looking good down there. So hopefully we can push him through the one day play first grade down here as well.
Yeah. Your dad spoke about the connection between the seniors and the juniors, and it's one that you sort of want to really mend together and have it be just one club.
Yes, very much so. It would make Wallsend so much stronger, have that connection with the juniors, so that way you've got your juniors filtering through. The ones that do miss out, which happens every year, can go back, play, come back next year, try again.
Yeah.
And it just makes us stronger all the way through the youth, so we're not relying on picking players from out Mid-Maya, Fletcher, the clubs around you, just relying on the coming to you during pre-season. So.
What are you expecting from the other teams in UFM this year? Have you had a chance to look around?
Not really. The only team that really plays will be Lantern. extra strong as always. You've got Nick Pepper running that midfield. Anytime he's in a team, it's always dangerous.
Yeah.
You hear about the signings around, Cooks Hill, Kahaba, Bell Swans. Doesn't really faze me. I just look at our team, get them out there on the pitch. We can only do what we can do for the 90 minutes, and hopefully, I'm quite confident that we will match it with most teams and push for that top 4 this season.
Yeah. What are you expecting in round 1 against Toronto? Obviously, one of the mystery teams in the competition.
Yeah, mystery. Yeah, not really sure, mate. There's a lot of words going around out there, a lot of things over social media. Not really going into an unknown there, so spoke to players here and there, and no one really has a clue what's going on. So I haven't really helped it. I don't really look around either. So
Yeah. Obviously, you probably know more of what to expect in round 2 when you're playing for the Gallagher Shield here against South Cardiff.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough. They've got a good coach up there, brought in good players. They've got a good squad from last year. If they rebuild on that, they're going to be dangerous. They were dangerous last year. They were unfortunate to miss that top 4.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be one of the teams in there and really pushing for that grand final.
Yeah. My last question was about the aim for this year. You did mention the top 4. Your dad said the top half.
Yeah.
Most of the players are the top half, but you were aiming to be in the semi-finals.
I'd like to push semi-final football. I haven't tasted it last year with the 23s. It was a good, great experience for the young lads coming through, the 2 legs and the grand final day. I'd love to give it to a few of the young blokes coming through again, plus the ones I brought into the club. Grand final, anything past top 4, bonus, grand final, bonus, you'll win it. It's outstanding, but
Yeah.
just that top 4 is where you want to be at the end of the year, because anything can happen over 3 games there, 2 legs. You get your team on their day like West did last year, the Cooks Hill the 23s. Just anything can happen there. So
Yeah. Wallsend probably against Lakes and Lakes again.
Yeah.
Those 2 years there.
yeah,
Wallsend know all about springing surprise upsets in the semis. And
that's very true.
mate, best wishes for the season.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.